Aloha everyone, welcome to the joint hearing with the Committees on Labor, Culture and the Arts and the Committee on Energy, Economic Development and Tourism. Today is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. It is 3 p.m. and we are in room 225. I have a number of housekeeping announcements.
Should I call this meeting to order on behalf of the committee too, or do you want to?
No, you don't need to because it's a joint.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You will find links to viewing options for all Senate meetings on the live and on-demand video page of the legislature's website. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to major technical difficulties, the committees will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business on, I believe, Monday at 3 p.m. in this room. For those of you who are viewing, if you would like to submit testimony, you may do so on the legislative website until midnight tonight. Okay, I guess I will introduce our committee members. I have myself, Senator Taniguchi, Senator Ihara is my vice chair, Senator Chang and Favela, I believe, are online, and Senator Keokaloli is currently not with us.
Correct.
Okay. Senator Misalucha?
Sure. So on behalf of our fearless chair, Senator Glenn Wakai, Committee on Energy, Economic Development and Tourism members who are here present, we have Senator Chris Lee, Senator Riviere, and myself, and Senator Favela.
Thank you. We have a pair of resolutions to be heard by the Joint Committee. These are Senate Concurrent Resolution 243 and Senate Resolution 202. This is requesting the Legislative Reference Bureau to conduct a study to create a statutory definition of creative workers and develop recommendations on how the transient accommodations tax may be used to assist creative workers. Testifiers, we have DBED.
Yes, aloha, Chair, Vice Chairs, and members of the committee. Georgia Skinner, head of the Creative Industries Division, here representing Mike McCartney from DBED. We stand on our testimony and support, strong support of this resolution, and just call to your attention that the arts communities, particularly performing arts, has been impacted adversely during this pandemic and continues to be so affected. This is a great step in the right direction to look at how we can create a statutory definition, as many other states have in the U.S., for this particular sector. Represents 54,000 individuals and $4.2 billion of the state's GDP. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm available for questions.
Thank you. We have State Foundation on Culture and the Arts, the Executive Director, Mr. Johnson.
Chair Taniguchi, Vice Chair Ms. Lucha, Jonathan Johnson. State Foundation stands in our testimony and support.
Okay, thank you. We've also received testimony from the Legislative Reference Bureau and from the Hawaii Arts Alliance. So do you have any questions from members? Any questions from members? Questions? Okay, if not, we will recess the public. Welcome back. This is a joint committee hearing of the Committee on Labor, Culture and the Arts and Energy, Economic Development and Tourism. We had a pair of resos requesting the Legislative Reference Bureau to conduct a study to create a statutory definition of creative workers and develop recommendations on how the transient accommodations tax may be used to assist creative workers. Chairs have conferred and would like to pass these resolutions with amendments. We will delete all references to the development of recommendations on how the transient accommodation stacks may be used to assist creative workers. Insert as first whereas clause a beefed up description of creative work, and clarify that the definition of creative workers includes but is not limited to to painters, sculptors, ceramicists, writers, poets, photographers, filmmakers, visual artists, singers, composers, musicians, lyricists, choreographers, dancers, actors, and other performing artists on page 1, line 18, and make other stylistic, technical, non-substantive amendments to clarify for clarity and consistency. Any discussion from members? Okay, if not, for Committee on Labor, Senator Ihara.
Members of the Committee on Labor, we're voting on the chair's recommendation to pass SCR 243 and SR 202 with amendments as stated. Chair Taniguchi.
Aye.
Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Chang.
Aye.
Senator Kyoho Kalole.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Both resolutions have been adopted as recommended.
Thank you.
Same recommendation for Committee on Energy, Economic Development, and Tourism, which is to pass with amendments. Senator Revere, would you kindly call the roll?
Yep. Members on the Committee on Energy, Economic Development, and Tourism, we're voting on both measures, SCR 243 and SR 202. Chair's recommendation to pass with amendments. Senator Wakai is excused. Senator Misalucha?
Aye.
Senator Lee?
Aye.
I vote aye. Senator Favela?
Aye.
Adopted.
Okay. Thank you. With that, we'll adjourn the joint hearing. Members of the Labor Committee, we do have welcome back. This is the Committee on Labor, Culture, and the Arts. Today is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. We are in room 225, and it is currently just after 3:10 p.m. Let's see. Do I need to go over the housekeeping stuff?
No, you did do that before.
Yeah.
And this is the same Zoom.
Okay, same Zoom. Okay. So we'll dispense with the housekeeping announcements and proceed to Senate Concurrent Resolution 242 and Senate Resolution 201. This is requesting the convening of a Creative Resurgence Task Force to build and foster creativity and innovation through the arts, culture, and humanities. Okay, first up we have DBED. Ms.
Aloha,
Skinner.
Chair, members of the committee. Georgia Skinner again, Creative Industries Division Head, representing Mike McCartney, our Director of DBED. We support this measure. We strongly request that we do consider amending to include the director or his designee from DBED, as Creative Industries has been established in 2003 and collectively works with all of our constituents to help elevate the value of Hawaii's creative economy. Thank you so much, and I'm available for questions.
Okay, thank you. State Foundation on Culture and the Arts.
Chair, members of the committee, State Foundation provided comments on SCR 242. Really, it's a huge number if you're going to have a successful task force. It's a lot of people. And consider trimming it down. And then also adding some folks from tax and labor, since everything that they've stated in this whole reso has to do with tax and labor. And you've got a bunch of culture people on it. If it's going to be effective, you need tax and labor. That's all.
Thank you.
We support that. Thanks, Chair.
All right, thank you. Let's see. We also have testimony from 3 other from the Hawaii Arts Alliance and 2 individuals who are all in support. Okay, do you have any questions from members?
Yes.
Senator Ihara.
Yeah, for DBED and State Foundation. I don't see where in this resolution yet any appointing authority or anyone who actually does the convening, or so I presume it would be, I guess it would be between State Foundation and DBED to somehow co-support, co-facilitate, to bring it into existence and manage its existence and conduct its work. Is that, I see you shaking, that's.
We're open to that, JJ.
Okay,
Thoughts?
I'm not, yeah, what about?
There's so many organizations that are qualified on here, but yeah, if DBED would take the lead on that, that would be great.
Yes, with your
Help.
ongoing support. Thank you very much, JJ. Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, I was planning to assign the vice chair of the Labor Committee to do it, but
So thank you.
Well, I think it's support.
he'll be our
There's
rep.
been a lot of energy put into these dialogues with our constituents all year, last year, and yes, we're happy to share responsibilities,
Yeah.
particularly item.
Thank you.
Okay, further questions? I guess Chair just had some comments. Yeah, this resolution, this pair of resolutions, as well as the pair that we heard earlier, were kind of the result of some of our discussions last year, late last year, with regard to creative resurgence. And so we're hoping to continue the momentum and hopefully get some things done and produced. So anyway, that's why I guess we had a lot of people involved. But anyway, further questions from members? If not, I guess we will recess the public hearing and go into a breakout room. Welcome back. This is the Committee on Labor, Culture, and the Arts. We have our 3:10 p.m. hearing. We've just finished. We will go into decision-making on Senate Concurrent Resolution 242, Senate Resolution 201. This is requesting the convening of a Creative Resurgence Task Force to build and foster creativity and innovation through the arts, culture, and humanities. Chair is going to recommend that we pass with amendments. We'll amend to add the directors of DBED, DOTAX, and DLIR to the task force or their representatives. We'll remove the Popolo Project and Hawaii Strategic Lab from the task force. And we'll make, we'll conform the recipient circulation list to include all of the members of the task force. And we'll make technical and non-substantive amendments for purposes of clarity and consistency. Do we have any discussion? If not, Senator Ihara.
Okay, Labor Committee members are voting on the Chair's recommendation to adopt SCR 242 and SR 201 with amendments. Chair Taniguchi.
Aye.
Vice Chair Ihara votes aye. Senator Chang.
Aye.
Senator Keohokalole.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Chair, both resolutions have been adopted.
Thank you very much, members. We'll recess the public hearing.